Okay, hi everyone, my name is Wanner, and today I'm interviewing Jordi once again because last time you guys really were requesting to know everything about AI. I'm learning a little bit about it. I'm just following his Twitter mostly, and I'm just gonna ask questions whichever I come up to mind, and we'll see what we make of it. So, welcome.
Hello, nice to see you again, Wanner.
Nice to see you in real life, not
Yes,
AI yet.
Not the AI, this is the real deal.
This is the real deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, so recently, over the last year, because it's been a year since we did the last podcast.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You had a lot of developments.
Yes, ridiculous breakthroughs. Insane amount of breakthroughs. Yeah.
Yeah. The first thing that I want to go over through is because you've been on every single major YouTube channel with your Quabblecop channel now, with the whole AI transition.
Yeah, and news, press, everyone picked it
also
up.
the NOS,
lovely.
the Dutch one.
Yeah, super excited.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy to think. But yeah, how was the development of AI Quabblecop?
Yeah.
Bring me through the line.
Before we get there,
Sure.
how crazy is it that everyone's talking about it?
It goes very rapidly, and everyone can replace themselves now.
It's crazy. The dialogue shifted. Everyone's wide awake and realizes, okay, fuck, AI influencers are here. This is happening right now, right in front of our eyes. And that was our goal with Quabblecop AI. So our goal perfectly achieved. Everyone who's talking about it, and we need this in the space because we need rules, we need regulations. What is allowed? What isn't allowed? 100%. What is ethically okay? Is it okay to use Quabblecop AI in your videos and in your thumbnail? I don't think so. I think you need to have permission from me or from the company to do so. And we need those rules in place. Do we need a label that says made by AI or not? So
I think that would be a good thing. I think a label that will clarify it's made by AI would be a very good thing.
Why not? Sure.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Right now you can still tell a little bit of the difference, but within a year you can't.
Exactly. And we need to have a label there, but it's a very complicated slider. Like when does something need to have a label? Is an Instagram filter that uses AI? Is that a label? Are girls on Instagram who photoshops their feet nicer? Yeah. Should that not be allowed?
Yeah, same with Lightroom, Photoshop.
Same with, exactly. An edit. Imagine you take a snippet of this podcast and you use AI to edit it. Should that be labeled? Exactly. So it's a way too complicated. All we could agree on is if it's 100% AI, if no human was involved in this entire process, it should say AI.
Yeah.
Right? Sure. Okay, no problem. But it's not going to matter because the content is so rapidly becoming better and better and better that eventually that label is going to mean this video is really good.
Yeah.
Okay. But Quabblecop AI, sorry, I got sidetracked, but that's 100%, the basis.
I'm not the best pro interviewer. I just do this for a hobby because I like interviewing interesting people. So if you're very interesting or you have a major company, hit me up. We might do a podcast. But for the Quabblecop AI video, the first video you released, how much of that was actually AI?
So I would say about... It involves a lot of algorithms, a lot of AI algorithms. I would say about 75%.
Okay, so 75%.
Yeah, where Blue was 50%, Quabblecop AI was 75%. But the goal with Quabblecop AI was we need data to be able to continue. All right, and we have a lot of data on the automation side of it, to the point where we could comfortably do 1,000 videos a day. Comfortably. This is to us, this is peanuts, right? If you'd really challenge me, I could get up to 100,000, and our goal is to get up to 1 million videos a day, right?
That's crazy.
So we have a lot of data on that side, and we have a lot of data on average view duration, on CTR, on which videos do well, which videos don't do well, what is monetizable, and all those different things. There was just one big thing that we didn't have data on.
Which is?
And that was replacing an existing brand with AI.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the transition of you.
That's the transition of me. So we didn't have any data on that. So we said, okay, you know what? What are some of the tasks and the challenges that we're facing, and how can we solve them with AI, or how can we solve them in general? And a lot of them meant you needed AI for it. And we spent a few years preparing for that switch. And then 2 years ago, we had it. Okay, this
That's
is
insane.
and I've proof. It's on my TikTok. Go back 2 years. I did a reaction video. Quibble AI did a reaction video because I wanted to test what's possible, and it got like 1.5 million views. And
Crazy.
and everyone loved it. No one made a fuss about it. But now everyone's talking about AI, so people are much more vocal about it.
Yeah.
And that's a good sign. But for us, it was just the question was, okay, can we capture the brand in a way that people will, in essence, accept it in a way where, they don't mind the switch. And the only way on how we're going to go there is if a person's crazy enough to go and attempt it.
Yeah.
We
100%. And you're
need
the
to
first one.
try. We need to try.
Yeah.
I'm the first one to do it. The first big one to do it.
100%.
Because-
I don't know anyone else.
No one else. Name anyone crazy enough to go and do it.
Yeah, well,
No
that's
one.
definitely you. You try the crazy stuff.
Yes,
Also
and-
with the skateboard game and everything,
Of
you're
course,
always trying
we
different things.
we go hard or we go home. And what happened was we did the clone and in 2 different ways, and then we started observing the data, and based on the data, we make our next move, right?
Yep.
And right now we're in the first month of launch, and to us it's very important to just see what people are saying, right?
Just get the feedback, the comments.
Just get the feedback and the comments, and then try to figure out what in this noise is actual usable data.
Yeah.
Right. So we're filtering out a bunch of things, and we're seeing, okay, one thing people are very much looking forward to is photorealistic.
Yeah. To actually get your face instead
Yes.
of like an AI clone.
Exactly. And we consider doing photorealistic where, we can do it if we want. The software is there.
Yeah,
It
how
just-
is that person called? Because I saw it yesterday or the day before. Is that the CEO of one single AI company did a speech on Twitter saying, "Hey, this is actually AI generated, and
Exactly.
this is possible with our next gen.
This is there. The
Yeah.
tech is there. It's not
You can
that
just
special.
Switch it over."
Yeah, but it's obviously the real challenge is integrating this into an ecosystem of operations. And that's where the real brain power goes. So what does everyone see? Everyone sees a Quibble AI, but behind closed doors, we are so far ahead of what people could even comprehend,
Yeah.
to the point where we're going to see a complete new explosion in the YouTube ecosystem. And I think cash cow channels will, will be some of the first people to adopt this new
100%,
tech.
because they're always after the money, and
They're-
if it's easy
It's
and you can
yeah.
scale it up, then that's the way to
It's
go.
simple economics. And what's going to happen is all of a sudden these guys are going to go there, everyone's going to follow the money.
Yeah, 100%. Always
And
happens.
right, and then the mainstream's going to follow the money, and then the moment the mainstream arrives, that's when the real creatives will arise.
Yeah.
So first it'll be a shit show, and then once the tech develops and gets better and better and better
Yeah,
and
it's,
better,
it's like videos. You first spend $60 per video. Your videos are decent, but
Yeah.
they're not really good. Then you go to 85. You go through Upwork. You get a little bit higher quality. It
There
already
you
becomes
go.
better. But once you go to 150, 170,
Yeah.
or $200, that's when you actually see channels like blow up.
and now
they
we're
have
at
high
$1 a
RPMs.
video, Wanner.
Exactly.
That's we do a
Yeah.
$1 a video.
Yeah, but $1 a video, that's insane. If you compare like $85 or $1, that's 85 single videos you can upload for the same amount of money.
Yeah, for $1,000 we can destroy 1,000 videos.
Yeah, well,
Just poop them out.
and then it's just literally the only thing you have to do, which AI can also do, is get up with the nice topics, get a good title, and even AI can start doing that. So
Sweetie, this is all done.
yeah, I know.
All
I
of
do
it.
the same thing with ChatGPT.
Yeah,
making
but
the
all
topics and everything.
automated. There's no Chat GPT. Chat GPT is it's the stuff behind Chat GPT. That's the interesting stuff.
Can you explain that further?
Do you you want to just see?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, because this is really funny. Because literally yesterday I was like, "Hey, do you want to discuss anything?" He's like, "No, I have everything on my phone." So
Yeah.
sometimes he
We're
would just pick
like I
his
said,
phone
we're
and
like
he's gonna show me
really
stuff.
we're really deep in. Yeah. So we have it on Discord, and you just type /AI video, and you can type the video that you want to see.
Okay.
And what is it going to output? It's going to output a basic video right now because I want to show you quick. I don't want to wait an hour.
100%.
But you'll get the idea.
Yeah. So can you type in like bench press? bench pressing 200 kilos. I don't know.
Okay, and then what? That's a clip. I want a video. I want a video.
You want a full video?
Yeah, maybe world record bench press fun fact.
Sure, go for it.
World record bench press fact. Narrated in a specific voice, deep voice.
American deep voice.
American deep voice. Any specific audio requests?
No.
No jazz music or motivational music or
Motivational music would be nice.
motivational music.
I have never used this tool, so I have no idea what I should use as prompts.
any type of specific visuals?
No.
No.
I'm thinking no. I don't get it.
Black and white, or do we want to have colorful or happy?
Just like a motivational gym, like a proper gym.
Okay. Pro.
So that would be white black, I guess. But then
Pro
I
gym.
don't want the video to be white and black.
Yeah. I'll just do pro gym, whatever. So we just shoot it in there.
Yeah.
And then
Same
it says
as the other one.
processing your request about the world record bench press fact, American deep voice, motivational music, pro gym. Please wait.
And then how long does it take right now?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. And
Yeah.
how long will the video be?
This will just be a short.
It will be a short.
Yeah, but we can do.
That's insane.
We've done longer videos, but obviously they take a much more render power.
Yeah.
And then right now it's like a low frames per second video. But if you want to have it way higher frames per second, that's fine too. We just make more images.
Yeah.
It does everything.
So it starts generating simply images and then connecting all the images next to
Yep.
each other per frame.
Yeah,
and then
you'll.
start making.
I'll show you here. I can show you a different example video, and you get the idea. Let's see. Generated one earlier today.
Because I'm only playing around with Midjourney and ChatGPT stuff
Okay.
and Zapier triggers to
Okay.
get scripts done. Yeah.
Someone had used this prompt. I don't know who it was. Goku versus Vegeta in Germany. All right. Okay. Super specific, but check
Okay.
it out.
Show me.
And this is all AI. No human has touched this.
Okay.
These humans are not our enemies. We must stop this madness. You're naive, Kakarot.
First one was image was really good. Second, a little bit less. That's nice done if it's talking about Germany. That looks a bit funny. That looks ultra realistic.
We have a choice. We can protect or destroy.
Oh, nice. Gogeta stuff.
Kakarot. Then you leave me no choice. I'll stop you for them.
So it's a very
That's
specific.
insane.
It's a very specific thing, and regarding the results, obviously, yeah, you go and good luck trying to get an AI to do Goku and Vegeta properly in Germany. So those are really hard challenges that we try to tackle.
Yeah.
But if you say, give me a video about potatoes,
It'll easily flop out a video.
yes, so much
But
better.
maybe what about a recipe video? Because recently one of the stuff that we want to do
Yeah,
in
yeah.
our office is like
We can
3
do that
ingredients ice cream. So if you type in 3 ingredient ice cream tutorial.
We'll do that in a minute.
Sure.
But we'll wait for
We'll wait for
until
the
this
other one.
video is done.
100%.
And the idea is simple. We're just building the tool. We give it to everyone.
Yeah.
And I don't care. What can you do with it? You do whatever you want to do with it. You want to use it for friends. You want to use it to make channels. Go for it. But you know what? You want to know what we did with it?
Tell me.
So I'll show proof in a few months on at an event in Texas, which is gonna be
Yeah,
fun.
Fit Summit.
Fit Summit.
OG event, by the way. For people that actually want to learn a lot of stuff and you're still in the beginner phase or medium phase, it's 100% worth it to go there pretty much
Yeah.
every single time.
I would say the YouTube experts are there. The real
Yeah.
top. The real. No playing around.
You'll talk to the 1%. Like, it's not
Yeah.
weird to run into Yordi and actually be able to have a conversation. Or
Yeah, exactly.
I
But
had
it's
it
not.
in the
It's not a
elevator.
fan meet and greet, and it.
No, don't think you're a fan and you could
Yeah.
just be laughing and giggling if you see Mr. Beast.
It's not.
like
It's
you
not there
actually
to
wanna
take
have-
photos. It's there to get
Exactly.
advice, right?
Exactly.
And
Even though not
yeah.
everyone does that. I've seen a lot of people actually go ahead and like start making videos there, which
Yeah.
a little bit ruins the point of
they're
it.
they're trying to get rid of that this year.
Yeah, 100%. Because I saw many of them. I was like, oh, that's a nice short.
That's just annoying.
I saw one blowing up with like your best month, where you said like you made over $1 million
Yeah.
in a single month.
Yeah.
In the peak of
which-
Quabacop.
Which was certainly I was okay with being filmed with, right? So it's fine.
Of course.
If it's fine if someone asks, but it's very annoying when they they just unannounced say, hey, you're in my video, and you're like, dude,
Yeah, I don't
get
want to
out
be
of-
in your video.
get out of here. Okay, so you want to know what we did?
Tell me.
So a few months ago, we had the first version.
Yeah.
And the first version, quality-wise, is approximately where the Discord version is,
Okay.
right? And I just said, okay, you know what? I don't care how long it takes to generate these videos and how much it costs. I want to know if we can make this a success. So we started posting it on a bunch of different channels, and I think we ended up getting to 20 different channels on 5 different social media, so 100 different pages in total. We were posting on just every day, posting. And our biggest challenge was keeping up with the posting.
Yeah.
So we had people who were just like, I've done 50 videos today, I'm done.
Yeah.
The tool was just going and making videos, and it just kept going and going and going. And results, we have one YouTube channel with 10,000 subscribers.
Oh, wow.
Super chill. One of the videos on that channel is nearing 1 million views.
And is this full length or is this short?
Shorts, but we've also tested long form, which we've seen a few thousand views. Our most successful long form, I'm pretty sure, hit about 40 to 50,000 views.
That's still insane if you can make it for $1.
Exactly. And but to us, the more fun challenge is the shorts, because they have more virality and
They
are
can
more
blow up.
They can blow up, and they're more future proof, and they're easier to produce.
100%.
So it's either or. So it's either we're gonna do long form or we're gonna do short form. And then with more of the Quibble Cup AI, we've catered more towards the long form. But that's just a matter of time. It just know that you can produce 16 shorts instead of one long form.
100%.
So
you get more content, you can go more viral.
And
because
you can do it
everything's
on
generated.
other social media channels. So soon, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a very feasible business model. So
100%.
on a different channel than this channel, we got monetized on YouTube. No VTuber in there. It was just straight up AI videos.
Okay, and for that channel, did you go through the normal process or did you have a direct connection with
Just
YouTube?
normal process.
Okay.
No, I didn't have to call anyone.
Okay, because I
And-
remember last time we spoke and you asked Google for permission or YouTube for permission
Yeah.
to do the uploads as well, completely
Yeah.
for your AI
Yeah.
channel to do that. So I was curious if that.
So
same
I
went for this one.
asked YouTube, I'm like, what is allowed and what isn't allowed? And they say, as long as a human's involved in the process, that could mean upload. You are not breaking any TOS. And apparently the same goes for monetization. Monetization has much more to do with how acceptable is your content for advertisers, right?
Yeah.
So
Has to be advertiser friendly.
it has to be advertiser friendly, and it is, because, but it could also not be if you make really crazy videos. But
100%.
and then we started posting it, so we got monetized there, and then now we just got accepted Facebook monetization.
Oh, cool.
The amount of monetizable views on Facebook, we had a day yesterday, 150,000 monetizable views
And
on
that's
Facebook.
for short again.
Yes.
Okay.
But the CPMs there,
It's a lot higher.
it's
than
a lot
YouTube.
higher.
Yep.
So I'm extremely curious how those results come in, and if the CPMs and then everything are competitive, aka if they are competing with like TikTok 61
Yeah.
seconds, it is a game over.
Yeah.
Because TikTok has monetization for 61 seconds and
I
higher,
know.
which
It's
we could
insane.
easily do. Let's screw long form. Let's just do a 61 second.
100%. It's
Yeah,
the same
yeah,
with
yeah.
the bottle falling videos. You've probably seen those.
Yeah, of
where
course.
It's like so there's a bottle and it's filled with whatever they can make up, and they roll it down a staircase, and then it breaks, and then they make the videos 1 minute or 1 second.
Yeah.
And approximately, what people have guessed is they have earned anywhere from $40,000 to $60,000
Mhm.
per day.
And then you also have the NPC, like,
Yeah.
the whatever, ice cream,
Yeah,
ice
the
cream.
TikTok stuff. I
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
that
yeah.
recently
So
as well.
so that's where we're gonna see that AI generated too, and then we're gonna see live streams get AI generated. So you got Twitch live streams. You're gonna have all these AI generated videos. So we just say we focus on just shorts.
Yeah.
And you came up with an idea earlier.
Yeah, about 5
That was a
minutes
few minutes ago, and it came in. Now, do know I'm currently actually updating the visual model, so you'll see some duplicates. I'm now rolling to one where it's no duplicates, because you might be surprised by the first image. But here it
Let's
is,
see.
if it works.
In a world where strength meets will,
Oh yeah, the first image is weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Dust of early weightlifting. It has evolved.
That's interesting one or interesting exercise.
Through sweat, strain, and unwavering grit, records have shattered and legends born. The zenith, the current world record.
That's a really good image.
That's a nice image.
As we step into the sanctuary of a professional gym, we see not just state-of-the-art equipment, but the pursuit of excellence.
Okay, so the funny thing is, because the first image is kind of fucked up,
Yeah.
it might actually just go viral. But
Because of the first weird image.
yeah.
It could, but that's
it
just
caught my attention.
That's a lucky coincidence. We're just improving it every day,
Yeah.
and then we need to find a balance between what quality do we want to give and how much does it cost. Because if you say, Jordy, here's $10 server cost, go make me a video, it'll be done in 10 seconds, and you'll have perfect everything, right? Including tons of frames.
But the
and-
music and the audio, it was perfect.
yeah, of
I
course.
had nothing to think about that. I
Yeah.
wasn't an actual person.
That's cool, right? So
That's very cool.
But then you also immediately know where the biggest challenge is, and that's the
It's
visual.
visuals.
But the
But we knew that
storytelling is
before time.
good.
Yeah, the storytelling was perfect. I
Yeah.
had nothing to say about
Exactly.
that.
So
If someone, like a student, would show this and would say, what do you think of the voice and the narrating? I would say
We're
it's
like, yeah,
perfect. I
solid.
would have nothing to say about it.
So the next few updates, I try to, like, I'm trying to get done before we ship it, is have the visuals be flawless.
Yeah.
Which currently running tests for at the office, and then probably this week we have integration into it, and then getting the costs down,
Yeah.
and making sure that the server structure is ready to scale. Because we're gonna sell it for, I don't know, however much it's gonna be, probably like $100, depending on
easily.
how it goes.
$99 a month, 149.
Exactly.
Easy.
But then imagine what the fuck you can do.
Oh yeah, I would put my whole team on it. I have right now. I have like 30 plus editors, so I
Yeah.
could be like, go spam this shit.
There you
As
go.
much as possible. Like
Yeah.
start 20 channels, 40 channels, 60 channels.
Yeah. But it's all possible.
But that's
and
insane
and
if you
all
think
we
about it.
do is we're just gonna make it better and better and better and better and better and better.
Yeah, and
That's
and
all.
that makes it
That's all.
very great because you make an X amount of investment. So even if it's like $99 per month and you would get 99 videos, just saying an example, then out of those 99 videos, you need to generate about, what is it, a little less than 1 million views shorts? No, 10 million views.
Yeah,
10 million views
and-
shorts if 1 RPM sent.
and it's much more interesting than that. That's easy. That's peanuts.
Yeah. it's
Wanner, I'm
easy
gonna
to
I'm
do.
gonna teach you some business right now. You
Sure,
post it on
go for
5
it.
different platforms. First of all,
Yeah, that-
okay.
of course.
You could repost it. You could render it out as a compilation. All right, monetize. You got a Snapchat show. Toss it
Monetize.
into your Snapchat show. You got a Snapchat story, toss it into your Snapchat story.
Yeah.
Hey, X is monetizable, toss it on there too. So
7 platforms, and then the
Yeah.
amount of views you need to get becomes so small that it's so easily profitable.
exactly. So let's say $100, 100 videos. It is so easy to become profitable. You have all TikTok monetization rolling out, Facebook monetization rolling out. So there's monetization on all these platforms. And then here's another interesting one. You can go to these advertisers yourself and offer this to them. So why not go up to a brand and say, hey, I'll make you
I don't know, 100 videos a month.
10 videos a month for $100.
Yeah, easy. And you just profit of it.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you
very
go.
easily profitable. Yeah, we do the same thing for shorts. We have shorts channels. We also do the Facebook monetization
Mhm.
reels. Then we also have Voom. I don't know if you know that platform.
Nope.
It's a Japanese platform. We have exclusive monetization on that. So
Billy
that actually
Billy?
runs quite good. Billy is also a very good one, but RPM is really low there.
Yeah.
So almost not worth it to post it, to be honest. But that's my opinion. It's too low. And then of course you have the TikTok 1 minutes. Only downside point of everything would be is that TikTok has to be 1 minute and 1 second, and a
Yeah.
YouTube short can't be longer than 60 seconds. Only downside point, but you can cut off 2 seconds or something.
You could either do it manually, or if it's really an annoyance, we can just build in a feature that does it for you. So
The which ones makes it 59 seconds and 61 seconds.
yeah, exactly.
cool one.
But it's often an estimate range, so we can't perfectly say 61 seconds,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But if we could promise it's going to be longer than 60 seconds,
Yeah, or shorter than 60
or shorter than 60 seconds, and not, if not, then we'll fix it. It's
Yeah.
But yeah, how sick is that?
But that gets really darn close. And for sure for YouTube automation, that would break it. Simply said. It
This
goes
is
so
done.
quickly. Yeah, it's insane. But this is what I was already expecting, because YouTube will be a completely different game in 2 years.
Yeah,
And you'll have
100%.
It's like, maybe weird saying, but it's like the economy. You have the 1%, the middle class, which tries to climb up.
Yeah.
And then the rest is who doesn't use it will stay behind.
Yeah.
And there's no other option because it's too easy for this to be profitable.
Exactly.
You could spend this full.
And that would mean that everyone would jump on it.
Yeah.
And then it would even out again.
Yeah.
Because at one point it's so easy, and then it's like a
Everyone's
little
just doing
pile, and then
Well, it's the same like when Snapchat released their $1 million for the highlights.
Yeah, you
It's
were
exactly like
making
that.
crazy money.
If you're
Yeah.
in the beginning,
Yeah.
I would not be surprised for people with shorts channels and with a good infrastructure, they could scale up to 100,000, maybe even $250,000 a month, purely doing shorts.
what, 100,000
Dollars to $250,000 just doing shorts. Because if you can pump out 100 plus videos a day, and you get a
Yeah.
couple of them viral, and so that's 3,000 videos a month.
Yeah,
And you could even upcrease that.
obviously I
increase it.
have to be cautious
with
saying what can be
done.
done, because I'm not trying to say, hey, this is how you're going to make a lot of money. All
No,
I'm
but it would
saying
be an
is
interesting opportunity.
we use this tool, or an older version of it, right?
Yeah.
Because we keep on improving it, or a newer version of it, and then we try to disclose this and this is what we made.
Yeah.
Right. So, or this is what we did with it. This is how many views we got. This is how many subscribers we got. This is the brand we built with it. So to us, that's what we focus on. And then we say, hey, you're a creator. Here, take it.
Yeah.
And use it and prove it, and we'll fund things. We're thinking of putting bounties out there so we can get brand deals too.
That's crazy.
So we can just call up a company and say, hey, you have a $10,000 advertisement budget. Okay, how about this? Listen, everyone in the Discord, then you guys are gonna make AI videos on coffee, this specific
Smart.
coffee brand.
Yep.
And if you do, you can submit it,
Yep.
and whoever gets the most amount of views gets a reward.
Oh, that
and,
would be
and,
fun.
and that is a slice out of the 10,000. So we can offer monetization to people too. And I think that's important, because if someone is paying us $100 a month, I want them to succeed.
Because then
and-
the more people keep coming.
Yeah, I want them to become professional storytellers. I want them to become mainstream brands and get teams built. And
Yeah.
hell yeah.
100%.
But that's only possible if they're going to be making money with it. So we better make a good tool.
Yeah, 100%. but that's the whole ecosystem, and that's what we said just before we started this in English. We were talking a little bit in Dutch. It's where we said that the ecosystem of the people doing YouTube automation is also slowly changing.
Yeah.
Because a lot more people are going into software or into AI. Because the recurring revenue, which is pretty much guaranteed as long as you deliver a good product and people succeed,
Yeah.
people keep on paying. And then that's where also a huge amount of money is.
Yeah.
1,000 YouTube people do automation
Oh, sorry. It's
times
my,
$100
security camera, but it's
is still
It's okay.
a lot of money. And the same thing with the shirt, like you can't promise anything, of course not. But if you do the math on something and you figure out how many viewers some tool like that could get if you have a couple of editors. Well,
Yeah.
a good thing I have a whole team in Bali right now. We're with 16 editors.
Wanna-
And we can
wanna-
upscale to 30.
I've got one for you. Okay, so because
Tell me.
I thought of like, okay, let's say I would go all out on a tool like this, because that's the reason I built it, is because it's not there. And scaling my business, I ran into a lot of pain points, and you see how if you've automated the entire production process, it's so much better on so many fields, and it opens everything up. Here's what I would do. I would first of all, this is the strategy we used. We experimented and used 20 different niches. 20 different niches where we believed that our AI would be able to compete.
Yeah.
So one of our the most successful niches are all education.
Yeah.
Another one is fantasy.
Fantasy storytelling.
Yeah, do you see how that works?
Yeah, 100%.
So education is key, because, for example, let's say we do history. You know, the best way to learn history,
Yeah, watching
according to
shorts.
schools, is reading books.
Yeah, nobody does
That's
that.
boring.
Yeah.
Okay, what do I want? I want to have a cool and fun and engaging experience. So if you have a TikTok page filled with educational material on about history and subjects that you need to study. How cool is that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's one thing. And another reason education's so key is because the current biggest education channels, what do they have in common?
That's a good question.
Do you want to know?
Tell me. The storytelling is key?
No, the biggest,
Yeah, so like
the
real life lore,
majority.
that's kind of channels.
Yeah, exactly. The production values require a lot of animation.
Yeah.
And that's where a big pain point is for these guys in their business. They would love to scale up their production. They have so many ideas. They got so much content.
Yeah.
But they run into these issues. So the AI software fixes problems in every single niche.
Yep.
Cooking videos. Let's do a cooking tutorial.
100%.
Yeah.
And the same as like My Story Animated. That's probably one of the biggest
Yeah,
animation studios.
that's so easy.
there is.
I grabbed a news article the other day and I threw it in there, and I'll show you the results.
Sure.
So we have a cooking tutorial for
3-ingredient ice cream.
3-ingredient.
Because
ice
if this
cream.
works, then I'm not going to buy a kitchen.
Oh, no. That's a crazy thing too. Like the production costs, they're so much cheaper.
It's going to go so much down.
So, for example, I have no idea what this is. Oh, wait, sorry. That might not be a a suitable one. I just noticed that was one of the ethical tests.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
It's the same what we discussed before this.
Well, no, this is no. It doesn't involve nudity, but
Okay,
does
nice.
involve a few other touchy subjects. But I had a dinner not too long ago with a professor at the University of Leiden who
Okay,
is
yeah.
all about ethics works and things that should and shouldn't be censored. I had some very interesting conversations with him. So we really
curious.
try to make sure that we have rules and regulations that are in line with where we believe this technology should go.
Yeah, 100%.
Um,
Because the technology of AI is like where people say like we are right now living in a civilization type 1.
yeah.
And once AI fully becomes emerged, which will be probably within 10 years.
I've no idea what this
We'll
is.
get a
It just
2.0.
says potatoes.
Okay, it says potatoes.
They're a culinary canvas, transforming into delightful dishes worldwide. A symbol of sustenance, they're a response to climate change.
Oh, that image is
feeding on
good.
As we
Like I said,
celebrate these
potatoes,
foods,
that's a really good.
celebrate the humble potato's universal appeal.
That's very nice done. Also with the triple image, I like that. Becomes more engaged. I like that. By the way, for the people wondering, that were 5 blonde girls on a yacht.
AI generated.
AI generated.
Yeah, you can just do the funniest stuff. The cooking tutorials
Is on
doing
the
it
way.
right now. Yeah, we fixed the final. We fixed all the bugs today, I believe. So I don't think it crashes. And if it does, I'm gonna get really excited because then we have a new bug.
Yeah, and you
but-
can solve it again.
Yeah, we can fix that.
Do you
one.
solve it with AI as well?
Yeah, whatever's required.
Yeah.
If AI can fix it, yeah, hell yeah, why not? But often the bugs are very intense.
I can imagine.
And then it's like, I had this bug the other day. It took, I think it took like 4 weeks to fix it. Yeah.
Ouch.
But it wasn't too bad. But it's like one every 10 videos would just the audio wouldn't be that exciting because you can have conversations too.
How did you get all the audios to train the AI?
It's all
Stolen videos on YouTube?
no. It's the it's all it's not they're not real people. Every voice is designed specifically for the required job.
So it's like 11 Labs when you have the Adam voice.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, but then more specific. So what do you want?
Yeah, American voice, deep voice, female voice.
Specific language, and then you can have people talk to each other too. So you can have a conversation. Elon Musk with Jeff Bezos. Those are like my favorite scenarios for some reason. I love the
Well,
billionaire
my
clash.
idea was just like, because this is one of the channels that I posted to my Instagram, and it was President's Place, where you have like the AI voice of Donald Trump
yeah.
playing with Joe Biden
Yeah.
and Barack Obama. But I think you can make that in a second as well.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. However, without their real voices, because
It would be copyrighted probably.
those are we would only do it if we would get a license for it.
Yeah.
Same thing goes for the background music. We're still doing our final checks on it, but our goal is to just have everything royalty free.
Yeah.
A commercially licensed video. So if you produce it, you get like our stamp of approval that says, hey, as far as we are aware, this is you should be able, you should be able to make revenue of it, but at the end of the day, you're responsible yourself, and we don't guarantee you anything. But all those things. But to us, that's also important. I mean, I'm an influencer myself. I know all the headache I got from all those copyright claims and just in general claims. I mean, your whole side hustle.
It's definitely a big side hustle.
It's a side hustle, but both sides of the equation are going to benefit because the dynamic that currently exists is not going to exist anymore.
No, it will disappear in 2 years.
Yeah, because for example, you want to have a library of satisfying videos.
Yep.
The AI is going to generate it. But then again, this library is going to be worthless because everyone could generate it.
Yeah.
So then the real challenge is, okay, well, what could you be using it for?
Reaction videos,
automation stuff. And same thing goes for this content. You could just react to it. But you see how it's all going
in circles.
Yeah,
it's quicker and quicker and quicker.
And it's all heading into the same direction.
Yeah, because I asked that to you because one of the niches what I'm going into, which people can know because the production value is stupidly expensive, so not someone will easily go in there.
Which is?
Cake art, cake decorating.
Cake decorating.
But then, like, I don't know if you know the company called Yum.
Nope.
It's a huge company in Vietnam. They have 450 people working there, and they produce the highest quality of every type of content you can imagine. So that's nail art, cake art, even slimes. They do makeup restoration, makeup videos. They do everything.
Nice.
And because it's in Vietnam, the salaries are very low, and you can very easily build
the only way I could compete with that
is if you had AI.
How much, if I may ask, how much is it to get a video made like that?
So one video for one clip is between $60 and $85. And if there's extra items, so if you want to have like an Elsa thing in there, and then like when the cake stuff drips out with like glitters and stuff, you're looking at like $100 for a video.
Yeah.
And you need approximately 6 to 12 videos per thing. So that's between $720 to $1,300 per video.
Yeah, that's
like you said, you can repurpose the content.
We should try that.
Sure, I would be curious for that.
And then in a few months, I'll work my ass off to get the 60 frames per second cake drip.
That would be so nice, like the satisfying.
Satisfying, yeah.
That would be
I love
crazy.
that.
But that's also like one of the conversations that I had with my father, who's also very interested in like the whole AI development.
You want to see the video?
Oh yeah, let me first watch that video.
Welcome, dessert lovers. Look at this creamy, dreamy, 3-ingredient ice cream we're making today. Ready? Let's dive in. First up, sweetened condensed milk. It's our sweet, sticky secret, giving our ice cream that perfect sweetness and smooth texture. Next, heavy cream, the backbone of our ice cream. It's whipped to fluffy perfection, ensuring a light, creamy finish. Lastly, vanilla extract.
Oh, whoa.
A dash of this magic potion transforms our ice cream, giving it that classic, irresistible
thumbnail.
Yeah, 100%.
Thumbnail.
That's a good thumbnail.
and costs a whopping $1,000.
Little strange finger there, but we are really close to. You wouldn't even know it's AI.
And the funny thing is, it would also, like the gym video, it would get a lot of comments, so it would probably blow up.
Yeah.
The only problem with this video is that the images are on there for too long. I would like to see a little bit more transition in it.
And
more
that's tweakable.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty, right? We've done so many tests with people that we've realized a lot of people want to have specific inputs.
Yeah.
And then how we've designed it is so you can do that all in the prompt.
Yeah.
So, for example, you can say energetic, voiceover, female, California girl, upbeat music. This song was great. Visual, super satisfying. Yeah. And we try to, our system gets better and better and better. So it does that by default. It knows even better what you want. But the same thing goes for the amount of images and the frames per second. Yeah. There's even an AI editor in there. You gave your compliments about the sign design, which is much appreciated because the AI editor actually, I said, I'm going to build an AI editor, but I also said I'm going to build an AI sound designer.
Yeah.
And to me, that was one of the wildest challenges I've ever done with AI. But the sound design's great.
Yes,
And
I
sound
have nothing to
effects
say about that.
can be in there too.
Yeah.
Right?
Which is like one of the little things which I always recommend people when you're posting a short is if a little animation towards the end with a tink and a subscribe. Yep. Something like
Yeah.
that. Or imagine if you
Yeah.
do videos about Warrior and it's like nice. Imagine if you have like a video about the gym. It's indeed like a ninja that jumps in and it's like
Yeah.
subscribe. And then
All those things, and
That'd be so
it's all possible. It's just a few updates away before, and that's why I need to ship it, because I need to get people's feedback.
you need people to use it in order
yeah.
to grow it.
Because you're definitely not the first person to say, "Hey, I want to have more images," or "I want to have less images."
Yeah, but the other one was very good with images, and this one took a little bit too long.
Yeah.
Like it would have lost my attention after like the third image.
Yeah.
But I'm also missing like visuals, so like
Yeah.
an actual video, because right now it
Exactly.
looks like more image
Yeah.
generated. Which
So we
keeps
can do
making
that
videos.
too. We can do this too.
Yeah.
But the issue though is that if you want to do that, then you know how many frames per second there are.
Yeah, 60.
So,
Just
yeah,
60 images.
But the lowest you can go is 24.
Oh, 24.
So
it's called like NSTV or something. 24 frames.
NTSC, something like that.
Yeah. I'm
I
not sure
don't know where exactly it is, but I can show you a test video we did full
Full video.
long form. It's just a short segment, but you can see the level of quality
Sure.
we can do. It's wild.
Whoa. Whoa, that's hyper realistic.
Yeah. So that's if we have all the servers jamming like crazy.
Yeah, because that's
That's 1
that's
second.
1 second. That's 24 images you just showed
Yeah.
me. That's more than the
And then-
entire
and then
other
here's a-
3 videos you showed me.
Yeah, here's a lower quality one,
Okay.
because they're like, you have what I just showed you is slideshow, and then you have low quality, you got high quality, but here's like some low quality stuff. B-roll. You get the idea.
But that's awesome. That's completely fake.
Yeah.
But that's insane. They look like a proper drone shot.
Yeah.
But then taken on like a drone from like 40 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's
So
insane.
it's there. It's here.
Wow.
Right? We have it. But if you're gonna ask me, hey Jordy, I'd like to make an AI video with moving images, I say, Wanner, sure, but do you have some time?
Yeah.
Do you have some money? Because it's expensive to run time equals server time. And
Where do you get all the
and
servers
that's money.
from? That's
Man,
just
that's a
funny question.
That's a tough one. Wherever they are,
Hmm?
wherever you can find them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's thankfully I have a very solid office with a ridiculous amount of processing power. So
That's great.
thankfully I'm blessed there.
Because it gives me the idea, but it's just something which came up in my mind, because I used to mine Ethereum back in the day.
Yeah, you got a server, I'll buy it.
I would literally imagine it like that, where it's like 6 GPUs working on one computer, which then gets a prompt.
Yeah, pretty much. And then as much in the cloud as possible, where possible, you just try to spread it out a little, whatever solution works. But yeah, so the hyper realistic stuff, the feedback that you had, which is lovely, by the way, much appreciated. We have that, because to us, that's our number one priority. We just need to get our costs so low and optimize our algorithm so much that the price that you would currently pay, let's say $1 for a video, is soon that quality.
Yeah.
Boom.
And then the thing is, even if we pay $1, it should be like 30 cents for you, where there's a bigger profit margin.
It's sure, right? Whatever the profit margin is, as we grab our profits with scale too.
100%. And data.
And data, and there's so much value in all those things. I just want to economically make it work, and for people to understand, listen, whatever you pay, we just put this into development, and it's for, it's very much for the creative good in my eyes.
Yeah.
And really providing it to everyone, making it super accessible. But yeah, you saw the AI avatar, hyper realistic.
Yes.
And then here you saw hyper realistic
Realistic.
sea creatures.
Yeah, but that was insane. That was like a second of fishes, and if you would show this to a normal person and not say it was AI, they wouldn't have noticed.
They wouldn't have noticed. So combine that with the AI avatar you saw, hyper realistic, and then combine it with the voice design that you just heard.
crazy.
You're not gonna tell me that that's worse than where it is now. That's way better.
That's
right.
insane.
And what does that mean? What does it mean when the content's way better in the future? It means that where we are right now is the worst that it's gonna get. So it's exponentially gonna upgrade, and potentially by the end of the year, we have an affordable solution that can do that
But that's
amount of
insane.
quality. That's our number one priority. That's all we do and all we focus on.
But even the shorts on itself, like I'm not like forget the video thing. The shorts on itself is almost perfect. Like I would have posted 2 or 3 shorts you showed me.
Yeah, right? It is so simple.
crazy.
But Wanner, imagine I give you the tool and you get some time with
Yeah.
it. You get time to really prompt craft, really write out paragraphs.
Yeah.
You can do up to 2,000 characters. That's a Discord limit.
Yeah.
But you can get very in depth with it. For example, I tried an article. I said, okay, well, could you use this for news? That's also an interesting niche.
Yeah.
You could
100%.
just grab an entire article.
Yeah, because
or
we
a
also post a lot
book.
about the president's elections and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a little bit on
No,
the shady side of YouTube. They
Is
don't
it-
really
it-
like it, but
Sure, but that's definitely something that's possible.
yeah.
And at the end of the day, like I'm not the judge on what is and isn't allowed,
No.
but I will, like I'll follow the rules. We just do so much strange stuff to just figure out like what's
100%.
possible.
That's a large prompt.
This was the long prompt
Yeah.
I was gonna show you.
But that's also funny because a little in between, the highest paid job right now in the US is prompt designer.
Prompt designer, right?
It's $300K a year.
yeah,
average
yeah.
salary.
That's
in the US.
crazy. Yeah, but you could probably do. I mean, if I was a kid, if I was 12 and using this tool,
Yeah.
I'd be very curious to see how far I could get.
So,
So I posted an entire article. There was an article written about me, and I wanted to see, could you summarize this article and post it in there just as a prompt? And that's it. No thought process behind it. This can all be scraped, of course.
Yeah.
And we launched a channel in the past too that was a news channel. Multiple news channels we had. We had like business, we had gossip, we had
and the funniest
finance.
thing would even be at
sports.
one point where you could have a scraper going on the web when a new article is posted. You
Yeah.
automatically prompt it with Zapier to Discord. And then would that be possible? Or would it
yeah,
go
but
too
you're
far?
overcomplicating it. Yeah, but that we built and that we. Do you want to just see it? Here,
Sure.
check this
From
out.
his humble beginnings, Jordy Vandenbush, better known as Kwebbelkop, captured hearts with his unique gaming content.
Nice.
And as fame took its toll, he introduced an unexpected game changer, an AI replacement. This sparked mixed reactions, yet the dedicated team behind Kwebbelkop AI persevered. Today,
Sick.
Vandenbush stands optimistic,
That is a sick
envisioning a
one.
future where AI and content creation seamlessly intertwine.
Yeah.
But the beat is awesome as well.
That's a good song, right?
Yeah.
It really caught it. But yeah, we did AI generated just based on news article. We had scrapers figure out. And I was just doing it on a friend's website. He has a news website. He writes articles, so I scraped it. He knew about it. It was
Yeah.
a laughing joke was that I was going to replace him. So I just wanted to see
2
if it was
minutes later.
possible. Yeah. Let's see.
No, but that's actually insane if you think about it. But what my idea is, like, maybe I overcomplicate it. I'm not in the AI space as much. Like, I don't have my own AI tools. But if you just think about it, like, if you scrape it from a website, you filter it, and then you make a whole prompt out of it, and then it
Yeah.
generates a video, and you can automate the entire process.
Yeah.
Yeah, and whenever a new article is out, and it's also very good for sure for news, like the presidential election next
Yeah.
year. New article, video live.
Exactly.
Takes
So
10 minutes.
yeah, so we set the whole thing up, and then we tested it, and we saw some positive results. Few thousand views per short. We had some consistent growth on one of the channels.
That's awesome.
So it's as crazy as you'd want to make it.
Did any of the shorts channels hit monetization? Because you need 10 million views.
Not on YouTube.
Okay.
Not dedicated short channels. We have one that's at 3 million in 90 days views. And
So-
unfortunate.
Still wonderful results for AI.
Yeah, but that one's blowing up on Instagram and Facebook.
And
Yeah.
why is it blowing up then? Is the video blowing up or is it blowing up because it's AI?
No one knows it's AI.
and that's how far it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. We don't see comments about AI. Never.
That's
Never.
insane.
Some more interesting stuff. I sat down with Snapchat and I pitched it to Snapchat a few months back, and they loved it. And they said, "Here's a few shows. Go and experiment with it."
That's
So
awesome.
we have a few Snapchat shows, AI generated. Also, very interesting data we gather out of it, right?
Yeah.
And
Snapchat pays good.
Snapchat pays good if you get the views, certainly. For us, it's just about experimenting and being able to share this information with people once we ship the tool.
Yeah.
Because for us, we noticed our strength is in designing the tool
Yeah.
and the process, not necessarily the storytelling. Like, we're good storytellers, but there's better storytellers out there. So let us build the tool and design the tool, because that's what we're good at, and then they do the storytelling.
100%. That's interesting.
Sick, right? You want to try another one?
Yeah, I want
Because
to
you're
try
not going to
the
get
cake
access for another few weeks.
art. I want to try the cake art,
Cake art. Okay.
but I'm curious. Let's see if I can find a video on my drive and I can show you how it looks like from our studio once it's edited. I don't know
Sure.
if
Then I'm going to let you type the prompt.
Sure. I have to.
Here you go.
Give me 1 second. I
Yeah,
have
no
to
worries.
Get here.
Just toss it in there.
Larry, and then cake.
Just don't
Ready to
play the
go.
video on the camera. I have copyright on it.
Nice.
I'll
I'm gonna get a
claim
claim.
you.
A funny story is a couple of years ago, he had a satisfying video we reacted to, and that was my video. We made it even ourselves. So our team put a copyright claim on it, and I got a message, "What the fuck, Wanner, are you doing?" And I was like, "That's my money now. Thanks."
Yeah, I don't know. Well, didn't we? I thought we did like a rev share at one point or whatever.
Yeah,
Or
had
I
a
helped you
rupture
out,
for a
type
couple
of
things.
type of deal. Yeah, I mean, but that's fine.
So this is what we are making right now.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna try and get really
Obviously,
creative.
the moving part is
Is the hard part to duplicate.
yeah, but we'll definitely get there. I hope by the end of the year. But the shots are very basic, and then the sound design should be ASMR ish.
Yeah, it could be ASMR, but
Satisfying.
in this case, most likely will be lo-fi.
Lo-fi. Oh,
'Cause
that's
it's
easy.
chill, and
Yeah, you
then,
should type it in there.
A cake
You can
video,
even describe what the shots look like, and
video with a blue theme and Frozen on top with a dress,
nice.
lo-fi music in the background. A cake decorating video with a blue theme and a Frozen Would he know? Would the AI
Disney
know?
Frozen.
Does
Make
it
it
know
Disney
that?
Frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would make it Disney Frozen.
Just in case.
Okay, so a cake decorating video with a blue theme and Disney Frozen on top with a dress, lo-fi music in the background.
So very specific visual description.
Yeah.
Um,
In this case, I wasn't specific of the video
Yeah.
itself, but yeah, I don't think it would get close to what I've shown you.
here.
Not yet,
It's
but
gonna be 5 minutes.
it'll be very interesting to see where it goes.
Yeah, but that's feedback that we're looking for, right? Like, we need people's use cases, so we
Yeah.
know. Oh, okay. Well, you want to have a video with no audio.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So we need to figure out. Okay, can we properly, whenever you prompt it, remove the audio? Okay, that's an interesting one. And then there's a few more challenges. Obviously, the visual animation is such an integral part to the quality.
Yeah.
But the moment that's the moment that arises is a game over. We're living in a different world.
But it is going dead fast, because last time
Yeah.
we were speaking, we were talking about, and that's very funny because you beat Google to the AI tool to change languages based on our conversation. So we could make this in Spanish, Italian, French, any language we want.
That was such a confidence booster. I think we were like 3 months ahead of Google, if not more,
Yeah,
in a voice dubber.
yeah, and they have billions in R&D, which is insane.
Yeah, and then I was so we were so confident with the team. It was such a morale boost.
Yeah.
We said, okay, screw this dubbing tool.
Yeah.
That's peanuts. Let's focus on a real challenge.
Yeah.
Because
Are you still going to release the other tool?
Yeah, so we released it to a few people.
Yeah.
And we just realized that the relationship management and a few other challenges simply not made it worth our time. Because right now we'd want to spend all of our time on the number one priority, and this is the number one
That's
priority.
100%.
So it was a huge success, and we had a big queue and an insane amount of people interested in the technology and the software and using it in the service. And we have a few tests available on the channel, which are just gathering data, and they're still gathering data. And but to us, it's like I had to go to the team and I said, listen, guys, like, I love you guys and you guys are killing it, but I want to focus fully on
This
what we call Project V.
Nice.
And you can guess what the V stands for.
Virtual.
Maybe. It's like an inside joke of what the V stands for. I say Project V, and the V stands for Virgin.
Also possible. Depends on what content you're going to generate.
Project V stands for viral or video or virtual.
You can still make anything of it.
The V covers a wide spectrum of words that the tool fits. But yeah, it's a super interesting time, and we're just developing 24/7, 40 hours a week. We try to maintain it as healthy as possible, and testing. The amount of server cost I make on just me testing the tool is just too high.
Give me a number. Let's make this a viral short. Give me a number.
Sure. So just me alone in processing power. Got a bill, and it was $4,500. That was just processing power. That was just a server cost and all those different things. And once we're gonna sell it, we have margins on top of that.
Yeah,
we got taxes on top of that. So the real number, I would say, if I was a user, I would have spent $25,000 on just generating AI videos.
And that's in 1 month.
That was 1 month. Yeah. That was a good realization. And then I canceled everything, and I'm like, okay, let's get.
So for now, everyone with YouTube automation, you are safe. It's still cheaper to get a team. Unless this becomes really good.
Well, I would love to actually immediately debunk that. That was a few months ago, and we were doing heavy testing and letting it run all weekend long. Like I said, I left the office at Friday, and I said, make me 1,000 videos. That included long form. That included Snapchat shows. We even did fully AI generated Snapchat story days. Yes.
Whoa.
So the whole day was AI generated. You want to see it?
Oh, 100%.
Is it?
Because I do you know Brooke Monk, the girl from TikTok?
Of course I know Brooke.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Of course, everyone knows her. Apparently, she made over $1 million her first month Snapchat.
Yeah, that's not surprising at all.
She got 1 billion views.
1 billion? Jeez.
Yeah, but she posts 150 to 200 times a day.
Check this.
Okay. Can I tap?
Yeah, you can tap through it. There's a few poor photos in there, but
okay, so
you get the idea.
This actually got 9K viewers. I did 8 screenshots.
Yeah.
100%, if I would have seen this, I would have 100% believed it. The only thing which would be suspicious for a hotel room is there's no TV. That's the only thing which I would find suspicious.
You're
in
sharp,
the image.
Wanner. You're sharp.
The lounge, crazy. The view is insane. Because I remember you asking me for advice on Snapchat, but I wasn't thinking you would have actually done this with AI.
Mm-hmm.
The view is insane.
It's cool, right?
Is everything AI?
Yeah. Here, wait. I'm going to show you the whole thing here. You gotta...
Nah.
Yeah. So some of the shots are a little bit poor, but some of them are insanely good. Had a little party.
Yeah. Lots of girls. But that's
sushi,
awesome.
girls,
Caviar.
cars, yachts. We just
It's like
tried...
the dream lifestyle.
Yeah,
which
it's
is
definitely not the
AI-generated.
lifestyle that I live, but we wanted to make it seem for a day and see people's reaction. And we got a lot of data out of it, and then we continued. But that day was a profitable day if you look at the amount of...
processing power compared to
yeah,
the
because
earnings.
it's 75 images. It's not that impressive. And I think we ended up doing 300 and filtered it down to 75. If we want to get good quality, we'd have to do 1,000 images. And in all honesty, 1,000 images, it's not that expensive for our current setup. But here's the interesting thing. right now, our costs are we're targeting $1 per video.
Yeah.
$1.
Yeah.
That's all you're competing with. And if you get 10 accounts or whatever, and you're all pushing buttons here and there and waiting and processing, or however we're gonna figure that out, that means $10 a day. Or sorry, $10 a day if you do one video.
Yeah.
Sure. Or 10 videos.
10 videos a day for $1, $10 a day.
Yeah. Exactly. You got the math. It's not that their numbers are not that exciting, but you know what you can do with 10 videos a day.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, and it's
All
$10
shorts everywhere.
Or it might probably be realistically be a little bit higher than that. But yeah, you get the idea.
And what I always like to say is like every single video that you post is a digital seed which can generate you money over time. You never know when something goes viral.
You get one viral.
Yeah, you make all the money back.
You make a year's worth
of your subscription.
back.
At Project V.
Yeah, like to me, that's just. I'm like, okay, am I missing something here?
Yeah, it would definitely be interesting to exploit it. I would be curious if I would have a month access to the tool of how much money I could generate with it.
Wanner, I can get you an early slot if you're really up for it.
I would love to, because I would have my team on it. I would make a separate Discord account. And
I was just gonna say, I don't think I could get the whole team in there, one account.
One account.
Yeah,
which is used by me and a couple of people.
In approximately 2 weeks, we plan to get 10 new people in.
That would be awesome.
So I'll put you on the list. I have a few other guys, and I try to spread my network as wide as possible.
Yeah.
And say, sure, okay, Wanner, you're the number one cash cow guy in there, and you're the only cash cow guy in there.
And let me abuse it.
There you go. So then we have another guy. He is a computer science student. Sure.
Very interesting.
Super interesting. So let's get that
because everyone
guy
starts
in there.
generating different stuff.
Yeah, and then we have a comedian in there.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Right? So he's definitely going to make the AI
but that
say
would be so
a few things that it shouldn't be saying. But
that's the moral ethic. That's where you're gonna see the lines competing with
exactly.
What is allowed
and then we have an
allowed.
education channel. So I'm currently really trying to figure out, okay, keep it as wide as possible, throw it out there, give everyone the tools, and say create, because I don't know what's gonna happen, Wanner.
Yeah, you don't know what
I don't know what's gonna happen, because you see this, you hear the results, you see some of the results, and then you know the company that I have, and you know we're experimenting.
Yeah,
we're gathering data
and everywhere.
Now imagine we give this to 10 more of these similar companies.
Yeah,
10 more creators. What the hell are these guys gonna do?
Yeah.
Imagine the entire cooking niche is just consumed by Wanner videos.
That would be funny. That's definitely something I would have tried. I would have tried a lot of cooking videos. I think educational would be very valuable because it's pretty accurate in that.
Yeah, it's super good with education.
And history.
Yeah.
I think history would be very interesting.
Yeah, you want to do a history video?
Sure.
Do you have anything in particular you like about history? Oh, did you do another one?
I did the
Disney
the
Frozen.
Disney Frozen one. Curious what.
Welcome to our cozy kitchen, where a plain vanilla cake waits for a magical transformation.
Ooh.
Let's
That's
begin with a
image
wave
is
of blue icing,
awesome.
creating an icy foundation.
That's thick.
Elsa's gown with a skillful hand. The fondant folds mimic delicate fabric. A final flourish of silver and blue edible glitter.
For the
like
images,
crystal
it's
gold.
perfect.
And the masterpiece moment.
That's
slicing
inaccurate?
into the cake,
Yeah.
revealing layers as enticing as the enchanting exterior.
Well,
Deliciously
maybe.
done.
It looks cool, but yeah, that one would be possible.
To our
Yeah.
Because it's a wider thing. Yeah, the only thing is it's not video yet, but darn, those images look
No,
perfect.
like I said, the video is there, the text is there.
Yeah.
It's just that
And the audio is perfect. The whole storytelling is
Yeah.
perfect.
it's just financially just not interesting.
Yeah.
But
Not
how can
yet.
not yet interesting? But right, so how do we get there? We're gonna start at the bottom and then build
Yeah.
our way up and lower and lower and lower and lower and lower the cost to the point where everyone can use it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah. But I also,
history.
yeah, history.
How much fun is this? In all honesty,
It's really fun.
right? I'm addicted to using it myself.
And that's the funny thing, because I miss the days where everyone would be on Skype and just like talking about YouTube and stuff. Because it's the same like Brain Time and like the other big channels, like every single one of them.
This is
Not
like
so
an old
animated.
Skype call where you're like,
Yeah,
check
this-
this out, check out this new tool.
Well, the only thing which I miss with YouTube is literally being in calls 8 hours a day and being like, okay,
I'm at the office, so grinding away with some
Yeah.
guys. That's great too.
That's funny. That's the only thing that I miss. I have the same in Indonesia, but I don't have it in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'm thinking like, if I would go back to the Netherlands, I could get a huge office. I could get a lot of people in. I
Yeah.
can start generating crazy shit. I could go into development, even though I know nothing about it. Just fun. But let me think of a video. Maybe controversial about how Hitler rose to power. Is that too much? It's allowed to talk about on YouTube. It's a history one. Or should we try something else?
Sure. But it's in a gray enough area where I would say
Don't
try
use
something different. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm all for education like that. But Napoleon would be a better fit. Yeah, it's just one of those gray areas.
I have no idea if I typed it correctly, but it should be fine.
Yeah.
Or Julius Caesar. How Julius...
Isn't it funny how we view different historian figures, how we could view them so differently?
100%, because one is more recently and the other one is 2,000 years ago.
Yeah, and then some did worse things than others, and
Definitely true.
yeah.
Well, connecting a human to 4 horses is also not very
Yeah,
nice.
exactly. So
Actually,
people are very picky, of course.
How Julius Caesar rose to power. Right. How do you say
Rose to power. Yeah, you
Rose.
shoot it into that ballpark, and then it should be able to catch
Julius
it.
Caesar rose to power. Should I type anything else? Julius Caesar rose to
With
power.
specific visuals,
Yeah.
hyper realistic imagery.
Hyper realistic images in Rome, and then motivational music, which sounds weird but might be catchy.
Deep narrator voice.
Motivation music, deep.
Wouldn't you want to do mysterious music? I would go for mysterious. But hey,
Mysterious?
it's your prompt, Wanner. It's your prompt. Be creative.
Yeah, I would play around with just like 8 hours a day. How Julius Caesar rose to power, hyper realistic images in Rome, mysterious music, and deep narrator voice. Very interesting. I like the GIF that it shows immediately. every
Yeah, I
time.
had to do something there because the render time right now 5 minutes. It's too long,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Aiming to get it down to a minute. We have a framework for it. It used to be a minute, but you're constantly trying to figure out quality, price, and balancing it. But it's simple. Where we're heading with it, we want the quality to be better.
Yeah.
We want it to be produced faster, and we want it to be produced cheaper. That's all.
100%.
And that's all we focus on. And then we just give it to people and say, tell some stories. And in the meantime, trying to figure out the rules and regulations on it and educate people as much about it as possible. And that's why we did Quibble Cup AI.
Yeah.
Because now everyone's talking about it, which is great
Yeah,
because...
but even if that's 75% AI, how much did that video make? 100% AI, and how much did it cost? I'm curious to that.
Yeah, so channel-wide, it's we're profitable. But investment-wide...
Not.
No, it still takes some time to recoup, but it also depends how you calculate it. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it is extremely valuable data, and that's what we require. But our business is profitable, so I'm super happy with that.
That's awesome. That's quickly profitable for an AI company.
Nice, right? Blue was our first test case, highly successful.
How's that going?
Phenomenal. Yeah.
Yeah?
Don't talk about Blue enough, but Blue is killing it and has been killing it for a very long time. The team's super excited. They work hard, dedicated, and it's just killing it.
Because that might be an interesting one, and I know if you want to answer it. How much does it cost to run Blue, and how much does it make right now?
Yeah, I can't talk about details, but we're at a
Approximately.
I can't say the exact operating costs or how much it's making, but I quoted in an article once that Blue is making $100,000 a month.
Yeah.
And at the time it was accurate, and on average I would say that's fairly accurate. It costs. We used to be really high. We got it down, but I would say we have a very fair share of profits every month.
That's awesome.
And very steady too. So it's not like you're, hey, look at me, I did it 1 week, did it well, and now I'm not. Buy my course. No, this is some.
This is
some
how you
long-term
become
stuff.
a virtual YouTuber.
Exactly.
now.
But let me explain it some more in depth. The issue with Blue though was that the team was great and everything was great there, but the system was outdated.
Okay.
So we started working on 2 versions. One was Blue with a mainstream IP called Cup AI,
Yeah.
and one was Blue but with the entire production process in a way done so it can scale. And that's what Project Phi became. And that's
Nice.
obviously the very interesting approach to the problem, because if you have a YouTube channel, the number one challenge is production.
100%.
And that's all it is.
Yep.
If you know how to run a factory well, if you know how to run a creative factory well, you are a successful YouTuber by default.
100%.
And all big creators know this. The public mainstream, they often talk about having a one-on-one personality with a connection with their favorite influencer, and to a certain degree, that's correct. But if you zoom out of the picture, that's just one small slice in this big ass Elsa ice cake.
Yeah.
Because what are all the niches that we've touched upon already?
A lot of
News, education, cooking recipe, satisfying, ASMR, etc.
Cakes.
And influencers is just one slice.
Yeah. 100%.
Influencers is it's
It's another cake.
yeah, I don't know the exact percentage, but I wouldn't be surprised if 5% of YouTube was just influencer content. And then you got tutorials, you got brands who want to make videos for their team. Let's say you have a new employee and you want to teach him some stuff about your company, who you are, what you stand for. You just go, hey, here you go. Here, just check out every TikTok video on this account.
Yeah.
Or even better, you launch your own channel, and all that channel does is produce pro Wanner videos and reports on news about you, or maybe even says, hey, Wanner is super cool, or informs people about your channel or your business, and says, hey, are you we're looking to work with creatives, let us know.
Yeah. 100%.
There you go. And the possibilities are endless of where you want to have it in the pipeline. Another fun one, personalized invitations. So what are we going to be doing is, when you get access to the tool, I'm going to send you a personalized invitation.
Yeah.
And this will be a video just for you, and the AI knows you, and we feed it some information, and then it'll say something like, are you ready, Wanner? Are you ready to join the journey?
Yeah.
Join Project Phi now. Sign up link below. Boom. Stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
if you get a personalized message from anyone, in all honesty, that converts so much better than a non-personalized message.
100%. That's the reason we do audio messages.
Exactly.
When someone is in a DM and they are asking, hey, is this actually Wanner? Or, hey, what about this? And you do an audio message like, oh, he actually took the time of day to answer my message. I appreciate that. And then they're easy
but
to buy.
the AI generated. I got myself AI generated talking Japanese to people, and they're like, "Wait, I didn't know you spoke Japanese."
Yep.
And I had me speak Dutch to someone, and he goes, "Haha, oh wait, never mind. I thought that was AI, but it's not, right?" And then I'm like, "Yeah, that was AI." And he was like, "What the?"
Which one do you use for Dutch? Because it's not available on 11 Labs.
We have a few custom solutions. We have some friends, but it's still a challenging one.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Dutch is good.
That's awesome, because one of my ideas for English was, sorry everyone, but I'm also experimenting with AI a little bit. It's like when you use 11 Labs, you download the file, and you can just literally use the MP3 and upload it as an audio message on Instagram through something called ManyChat, and people wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah, easy, of course.
And it's insane. And it's customizable, because there's literally someone else typing the prompt.
Yeah.
Typing what I'm going to be saying, and then use it.
Right, pretty much. And that line of thinking we're going to see all across the board.
Yeah.
So where we're tackling it with content creation and the production there, and I would say we are no one is near where we are right now, which to us is amazing, and I think that's also good to be aware of, that it could also definitely be in the hands of someone who doesn't have the creator's interest at heart.
Yeah.
Because I'm a creator, and you know, some people may say here this and that, but listen, like I'm a creator, I think like a creator, I roll with the creators, and I want to help the creators.
Do you still see yourself as a creator, or do you see yourself now as a developer?
No, well, the term creator, in a sense, I think you don't say influencer. I'm a creator. Like I create shit. That means I tell stories in a way that gets people talking, and that it's just I'm just a storyteller.
Yeah.
Right, and you could call that a creator, and if that means that I would have to learn how to develop, then that is my story, and that's the story that I'm telling. And I'm creating something, which is software.
Yep.
But yeah, the proper terms, I'm solid developer. Yeah,
Nice.
and I have been, and it's a lot of people. Sometimes I feel underestimated. Is that I like? Don't forget, I had a platform before this, and we built it. We scaled it to 1 million different unique users in 2 months. I don't know. You know, if those were unique and real people, but the number said 1 million different accounts created.
That's insane.
In 2 months. 2 months after launch. So, which I sold, and I left a long time ago. And then I said, okay, well, what can I do in the niche that I'm
Most passionate about.
most passionate about, or what I'm really good at, and that, in my opinion, is the whole social media game.
Yeah, because what you were talking about was the NFT project, right?
Correct.
Yeah, and you sold that one off.
Yeah.
And you worked on that for 2 years, right?
No,
Not
definitely
even.
not 2 years. That was I think 6 months. It was a hobby project.
Well, a good hobby project.
Yeah, it was really like you know, just enjoying the game
NFT
there.
hype.
Yeah, and I saw everyone wanted to launch NFT collections, and I said, okay, well, I'm not gonna sell an NFT collection because that's not really something that I want to do and I want to be associated with. But I'll build a platform that makes it really easy for people to do it. And that's it.
Awesome.
And while I wanted to launch my own collection, I realized building the platform was going to take as long, so why not do it?
Yeah, 100%.
And but then too quickly did it go too fast, and it become too much of a headache. And I said, listen, this was just a hobby project from the start. It became very serious, and I'll pass those keys on to the people who want to take care of it and can take care of it. And they are still running it to this day. I don't know the details of it, but as far as I know, it's live, and they're happy, and I haven't heard of them. So
that's awesome. And you're happy.
Yeah, and I'm happy.
Payday.
I'm super happy with what I'm working on. Yeah.
And when you sold a company, was it the biggest payday ever?
No, certainly not.
Okay.
No,
I was just curious.
because to me it wasn't. It wasn't about. It's not about the money. It's not always about the money.
No, that's the reason I was curious.
Yeah, to me it was. I wanted to accelerate the adoption of this very futuristic tech everyone's talking about, the metaverse.
Yeah.
Right. So I wanted to accelerate that adoption, and that's only possible if people start building tools.
Yep.
We need infrastructure for this whole metaverse that everyone's talking about,
Web3
and
development.
yeah, no one's building the infrastructure. So I said, cool. Well, we could build one bump of infrastructure and hopefully inspire many others. And that's where we built the tool, and then eventually I just told the guys, I'm like, in all honesty, I just want to focus on my YouTube and my other business because that's what I do. You can just buy me out for a favorable rate. I would say definitely a nice gesture, and some of the other investors, it was good.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And then another question is, what keeps you still going? Because you're creating Project V. Is that really something like, I understand you're passionate about it, but it's something you want to keep doing and keep creating for the rest of your life? Because simply said, you could retire tomorrow.
You want to know the real deal. So first of all, I love doing what I do. Yeah, that's why I do it. I don't do it for the money. I've made enough money in my life, and I have my investments, and I can live off my investments, and that's what I live off. You know, if I buy coffee, it comes from my investments, not from the business that I run. So no Quibble Cup, no Blue, no Project V, none of this stuff that you publicly see me work on pays my bills. And to some people, I don't know, they just can't seem to fathom that.
Well, I could. That's the reason
You
I'm
got
asking
it.
because I'm
You got it.
not
Yeah.
in similar shoes, but I'm doing pretty well. I'm building 4 villas. It's going
Hell
really
yeah.
well, and
Hell yeah.
that will soon pay for everything that I personally do. And then
Exactly.
my money in my business keeps in my business instead of me pulling it out right now to
Pay for
afford the
stuff.
lifestyle.
Exactly. And that's a very mature thing to do, financially very good.
I hope so.
Because in 5 years, you'll be in a position where you don't have to work for the money because you have already worked for the money and the money works for you. So, I just want to create dope shit.
Nice.
That's it. And there's one thing hopefully we can tackle in our lifetimes, and I would love to contribute to it eventually, and that's for people to live on forever or to clone consciousness. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna die, and I think that's just such a stupid thing.
Do you still think that with the AI technology we will die anytime soon? Because my feeling says no, because we can already replace hearts and everything.
Yeah, I think if you die within the next 10 years, you're like one of the last people to die.
Yeah, but that's the same feeling I had. I was like,
Yeah.
right now we say we're getting like 78, but it's expected that within 10 years our average age will be above 120, and I'm like,
Yeah, and then when it's
Whoa.
when you are 120, the average will be 500, etc.
could be.
Yeah. So where do I want to take it? I want to get it to a point where it is Project V, and that's all I'm working on. Will elevate the storytelling experience in a way that stories can be told in such an innovative manner that it is, in my eyes, ultimate entertainment.
Yep.
And that is literally the goal that I wrote down 3 years ago. That's what I'm calling it, the title, as ultimate entertainment. It is a new form of entertainment.
100%.
So, you it could be indistinguishable from reality.
Yeah, but you
And-
get pretty close with it, because normally you would pay someone for such a short, like
Yeah.
$10 or $15 to make something like that, and then now it's like, and it exists.
Exactly. And
How
then
did the video go, by the way? Sorry.
Yeah, and then to extend that, so sure, we got shorts, and then we have longer shorts, and then we have moving images, and then we have long videos with moving images at a acceptable price.
Yeah. What do you think
And
about?
then we have VR.
Yeah.
VR experiences, all AI generated, and then instead of the prompts, you typing the prompts, you think the prompts, or you say the prompts first, and then you think the prompts, and then you think the prompts, and you get a fully AI generated virtual experience, and then we're very deep into getting close to the Matrix.
Yeah.
And those things, I mean, they all should be possible. They all are possible, and we could get it to work with enough time and energy and money. The challenge, though, is in making that economically feasible and interesting. And that's what
very
I
interesting
keep on
logistics.
falling back on
Yeah.
in our conversation. Here we go. Here's your video about how Julius Caesar rose to power, hyper-realistic images in Rome, mysterious music, deep narrative voice.
Cool.
Born to a noble Roman family,
47 seconds.
young Julius
Oh, whoa.
Caesar was ambitious, driven by an insatiable
You said
thirst
images too slow, right?
as he
Yeah, a
navigated
little
the
bit.
Yeah.
treacherous political landscape of
Oh,
Oh, that's a phone call.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
displayed an unmatched tactical genius.
That's a good image.
Caesar's military strategies were revolutionary.
Multiple voices.
But the music is awesome.
Yeah.
Unprecedented power. But power comes with a price. Conspiracy brewed in the heart of Rome, leading to the infamous Ides of March. Wow. Caesar's assassination marked a pivotal moment in history.
That one should have been switched in a different image.
Changing the course of Rome.
This is too modern. There's cars.
Yeah. Yeah.
But still gets really close, but it doesn't show actually Julius
Modern
Caesar.
Rome.
Yeah, that's also possible.
But you get the idea, and you can picture exponential growth. So it's
Yeah.
going to get better and better and better and better.
Yeah, and that's the reason why
Meaning-
you said in 10 years
Hey,
we can live an
y-
extra 40 years, and an
yeah.
extra 40 years we can live forever.
And all the feedback, we're going to go back, we're going to fix it. Which is just so much fun. And yeah, and then we have the biology breakthroughs. We have entertainment breakthroughs. It just needs to be economically feasible.
Yep.
And we could certainly have a very interesting future ahead of us. I'm all for it being a very utopian future, and that's all my focus is on. Just really giving back and helping the world improve, because what's the point? Like, if you can think it and you can see it and experience it, which is
It
what we're going to go
becomes
to, it becomes real. And at the end of the day, the best reality is what we want for people, either inside or outside of the simulation, but preferably both.
Yep.
And the only way for that to happen is for there to be good rules and good financial systems, and
100%.
it becomes very political. But
That's for later.
so much fun. Yeah, that's for later, sure.
And what do you think of Adobe Firefly?
Adobe Firefly is cool. It's a step into the right direction. But what I'm noticing, and I've worked with a lot of corporates, is that they move super slow.
Yeah.
So
Well, you beat Google to it, so why
exactly,
not beat
exactly.
Adobe?
Yeah, and I went up to one of the Google people, and I told her, I'm like, what the hell are you guys working on?
Like, it's going so slow. You have billions in
come
R&D.
on, more challenges, and then now seeing a few months later, seeing that they're kicking into gear, and they're like, Google was working on a voice dubber.
Yeah.
We were working on a voice dubber. You know what Google should be working on? The shit Microsoft's working on. Microsoft is creating an artificial general intelligence, an artificial super intelligence,
Yeah.
a new being, entity, something that can enhance our experience of reality. Meanwhile, YouTube's building a voice dubber. I'm like, you're in the wrong
direction.
Wrong
You should
direction.
be stepping it up 10 times.
Yeah, 100 times, infinite. Let us deal the little things
Yeah.
with the
Just pay
little
me a
things.
couple $1,000,000. I'll do it.
Yeah, sure. It's easy in that sense, compared to those type of challenges.
100%.
But yeah, it's good stuff. I love it.
It's interesting how it all changes and how the future will look like. It's a different future. It's the same thing which I said, like, the way that we think of YouTube will change in 2 years.
Yeah.
And I think that's definitely really interesting. And that's the reason why I'm also very happy that I'm also now in real estate.
Yeah.
That I always, even if AI will replace me or people will beat me to it, that I don't have to suffer my income from it.
Mhm.
And that's very nice. So I'm like funneling all my money
Yeah, have
into
a
property.
have a
now.
diverse portfolio.
Exactly.
That should do the job. And then you don't have to think about it. You just have to maintain it. And then in the meantime, the business keep on expanding,
generating. Yep.
keep on growing.
And learning.
Yeah, but these innovative technologies. You got any more questions about the AI stuff? I mean, once you see it, you get it.
I definitely get it. I get why you're so excited about
Yeah,
it.
you
I
see
get
how
where
this
it's
is
going.
so much cooler than Qualcomm AI too.
Yeah, 100%. Not really. It's just logistics and like how much money it's costing, how much money it's able to bring in. But with everything that's been said, it's a very clear picture to see how profitable it could be. For shorts, it could already be profitable. For sure, if you distribute it over multiple platforms.
For an individual user, you mean?
100%.
Yeah.
And if you are already profitable, because maybe you can say that now, but that's an interesting one. How much did you make on the Snapchat images? Completely AI generated.
Yeah, I can definitely check that out. I can tell you how much. Like I said, it would probably cost like $1.
Yeah,
to
for
do all
one
the
image or
images.
for
All the images.
all the images.
No, let's be a little bit more realistic. Let's say $5.
Okay, so $5.
I don't know that, but that's why I'm just 5xing the number,
Yeah,
because it's definitely not more than 5.
okay, interesting.
Yeah, let me check. We made $42.
Nice.
Yeah, and that was just one day, one experiment.
That's interesting.
So
And that's only on
$42.
10,000 viewers on your first story, and then going lower and lower.
Exactly. Yeah. So it had 420,000 views total that day,
Nice.
which is translates to $42 with the rates that I have.
Yeah.
And then if you would have
But that's high
generated
on
it for
images.
5, if you would have generated 75 or 300 images, let's say 500 images at a cent a pop.
Yeah.
That's all you're talking about, and that's not. No, less. No, it is a cent. Yeah. And that's all.
That's insane.
It's only gonna get cheaper.
Yep.
So it'll only
And then
get
you
cheaper,
can pump out more and more and more.
cheaper, faster, better. And then it's
Everything.
just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So super, like, I'm like up at night thinking about this stuff.
As you should. That's game changing.
Yeah.
And when something is game changing, you're like, what can I do to make it better? What can I do to make even more? What can I do to increase quality?
Exactly.
How can I get more engagement? Like, it would be very nice if it would even animate like a subscribe thing in there, or like a Snapchat follow, or like a follow up. Because if you
Yeah.
look at Instagram, you swipe up, same on Snapchat, then you can
Yeah.
subscribe to the page.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a few people say like, can we add like and subscribe and those type of things?
Wouldn't do it too much, but just on the end.
No, but that's definitely where I want to get to, that point with
Yeah.
customization.
Because then you can, it would be very cool if you could even select the platform and then select the time. So you have like Snapchat and you can be like, I want image. And then it generates like 5 images. And then it's like, okay, now I want TikTok and I want 60 plus seconds, and then history video, and then less than 60 seconds. And you can click on that.
Yeah.
And you're going to have
Well,
very
it would just
customable
be in the
options.
prompt. It would just be in the prompt.
Yeah,
So
it
you
could be in the
just
prompt,
in the
yeah.
prompt tell it what you want, and it should be able to give you. But we have all the tools available, right? So we have long form, short form, this and that. We're just starting with short form.
Yeah.
Thumbnails. You want to see some thumbnails?
Oh, 100%.
Add a thumbnail generator.
That would also sell like crazy.
Yeah, this was a few months ago, but it was too little for me.
Because if you could make perfect thumbnails, like the $50-$60 based on a certain style, you could do that for like $3.
Yeah,
I could tell everyone to use it if it's as long as it's really good.
but you could do everything.
Yeah.
But everything has its challenges. Here we go. I thought this was a pretty solid thumbnail.
Oh, wow. Oh, 100%.
That one's
I would
cool,
click on
right?
that.
Yeah,
No text, no
Um,
nothing. Very clean, perfect image.
super clean.
Can I tell what the image was?
Yeah.
It was a Bugatti with like a
I could
huge
just
rocket
show it.
engine.
I could just show it. This one I can't show. Do we see it?
There we go. Nice. Very crazy. It should be sharp somewhere. Otherwise, you can send it to me. We can edit it in.
So yeah, super cool. And then in all honesty, that was it was a good one, but we have better ones. Yeah, but that was in, just to put it in.
And was that mid-June generated or from your own stuff generated?
I can't remember, but it was in January.
That's a long time ago, and it's pretty perfect.
Sick, right?
That would be,
yeah.
if I would upload it like with the videos like explained, would get millions of views.
Yeah, and then we also had a video idea generator. So we had in Discord, we had it set up because we tested out a bunch of different things. But currently it just have it switched off because we don't really use it. You would just drop your channel in there, and it would generate video ideas for you to the point
But
where
it's
it's
actually good videos. Yeah.
Yes.
Because VideoQ was
Yes.
not good.
No, their
I
algorithms are
didn't
just
like
not
it.
good. But let me sit down with that AI for a little while, and we built this very solid algorithm. Out of the 10 ideas it would generate, I would say 7 of them are good.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then I mean good as in
you can create videos
I
about them.
taught someone how to make video ideas, and he worked for me for 2 years. Good,
Nice.
like good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then you saw the thumbnail. So picture that, and it would generate the title for you. And it would be the title and that thumbnail, and then the whole pipeline's automated, and then out comes a long form video. So we had that all set up, but simplicity is key here too, because to scale, you don't just want to be able to produce it, but scaling also goes hand in hand with the complexity of the task. So it needs to be easily executable. And it's much easier to just do a short. Because imagine you do a long form video and I send you a package. I go, here's the title, here's the thumbnail, here's the video, here's the description, here are the tags. Like, that's not doable. And then you're on your phone, you're like trying to download it. Plus, the render time is like 5 hours. And in the meantime, you could have done a short 5 minutes, no problem. So at that point, time becomes the biggest bottleneck. So how do you make that more efficient? And we've just constantly, with a bunch of ridiculously smart people, we just sit there and we just think about it. And we discuss it and we test it next. And we just throw resources at it. And then sometimes I go for dinner with some super smart people, and then
That must
ask
be
their
fun.
opinion. Sorry?
That must be fun
Yeah.
when you actually sit down and you're like, how do we solve this?
Yeah.
Or like a
Or
brainstorming session.
yeah, or so it's like a very direct question that I need the answer to. So when I had dinner with one of the YouTube policymakers, I straight up just said, "Can we do AI? Are we allowed to post AI generated content?" And he said, "Yeah, no problem."
Awesome.
And I'm like, "That's all I needed to hear. Full force ahead. Let's
Yeah,
go."
here's your dinner. Bye. I'm gonna make videos.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's
Wanner,
awesome.
I have a call in 5 minutes with someone. It's an
Important.
OnlyFans model who
Yeah.
wants to have an open conversation about retiring as a real person and replacing yourself with AI. I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but I'm just here to say hi. And but I need to go and take the call.
100%. Yeah. So to finish it off, he's gonna replace an OnlyFans girl, and I saw the images generated, and dong, that was good stuff. So very interesting what is possible. Very interesting what will be the results in the future. But yeah, a lot of people asked for Jordi to talk more about AI. So here you have it, a lot of explanations of how it works, how it goes into, what he's been working on, how he beat Google, and a lot more. Make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment with other questions you have, because maybe when I'm back in 6 months, we might do a part 3, because this stuff just keeps
Hell
going
yeah.
faster and faster and faster. So who knows? So yeah, subscribe. Bye.
Bye bye.